Okay, um, good morning to you all the system users. So this is our new video. I'll be trying to explain since some of you are getting challenges in using the system, and some of you doesn't even have a picture of how the system works. So I'll try to explain to you all that today. Okay, so this is basically how our system looks like. So the system has got this dashboard and this MDZ. This is a price action indicator which draws these trend lines automatically. As you can see, this trend line. Let me zoom out and show you the other ones. And these ones. This is in a trend line also. And this one is in trend line also. You can see these on your charts much clearer than on my chart as I am making this video. But on your chart you can see, okay, as you can see here, we've got this trend line, and if you go downwards we've also got this one. Okay, so what our system, before I explain on how we trigger our entries, let me explain how the system really works. Let me zoom a little bit. Okay, we have got these trend lines, and we've got as you get, if you see on your system, we've got this golden zone, this golden zone. Okay, on this golden zone, I think I send you the material which I labeled row number 1 to row number 6. If you read those materials, you understand how this golden zone works. It's a strategy on its own, which is part of our system. So before doing anything, you have to read and understand how this golden zone works, because it has got levels. So if you read the material that I sent, it tells you the rules which you need to ensure before entering any entries when you are using this the golden zone. Okay, then on these trend lines, which are drawn automatically, what we do is we wait for our candlesticks to reach these trend line zones. When they reach these trend line zones, we expect the market to go down as it has reached this resistance trend line. So when our candlestick reaches this resistance trend line, we expect the market to either break out or to respect the resistance and go down again. So what you do is, when your candlestick reaches here, you wait for a signal from the system. So we expect two signals from the system when our candlestick reaches this resistance. Number one, we expect to see an arrow like this, which pops up on the system. So if you see an arrow like this when your candlestick reaches here, automatically it is telling you that it is going to go down. It is going to respect this resistance and go down. So what you do is you enter a sell. Or if you don't see these arrows, you see some belly confirmations. When by belly confirmations I am talking about, you can, okay, let me try to look for a good example. Okay, as you can see here, our candlestick reached this resistance trend line. Then the system gave us an arrow which was indicating a sell, and as you can see, it dropped. Okay, so if you don't get this arrow from the system, we get some belly confirmations. Some belly confirmations is either on this point you get a bullish engulfing, you get a bearish engulfing, which indicates that it's going down. As you can see, it is here we got a bullish engulfing, and it bought. Okay, so when I think I send you some pictures which indicates what this bull cross bullish engulfing means. Okay, it explains whether the bullish engulfing is a strong buy, a short buy, a scalp buy. So I urge, when you see in a candlestick, you must go to those pictures which I send you and see whether this candlestick is a strong buy, a weak buy. If it's a weak buy or a scalp buy, I advise not to enter. You should only enter buys and strong buys. You get what I'm saying? So that's how basically it works. Okay, so some of you have been asking on whether we should always trade anytime. No. If you see a bullish engulfing like this, you should enter immediately on the next candlestick after the confirmation of the bullish engulfing. You don't have to wait for 30 minutes after you've been given a signal. No, that's not it. You have to, after you've been given the bullish engulfing signal, on the next candlestick, you enter your buy, then you exit. Okay, this dashboard, as you can see, we've got M1, M5, M15, M30, H1. This dashboard, you've got these arrows, the red, the greens. So these red arrows indicates the sales, and these green arrows indicates some buys. So whenever you are entering your trades, as you can see here, there was if there is a bullish engulfing or a bearish engulfing, you then come to your dashboard, then you see we trade up to M15. As you can see, the M5 is bearish, the M1 is bearish, and the M15 is bullish. So if you enter on the M5, you are not holding for long. You are just taking some little profits and you exit. Okay, let me take another video. For this one, let's end here. Let me take another one.